Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 11 of the June daily draws. Let's see what kind of message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Good Fortune Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Litha Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay. Oops. Well, I don't need this anyway. I just need this one. And it's the Three of Pentacles. I'll just quickly gather the cards that I dropped. The Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork. It's about finding our place and our role in things and finding what we can contribute and what skills we have to bring to the table. What we bring to the table, full stop. What is it about us that's unique to us that we can bring? And we each have a role to play, and we can work together with others. You know, we don't have all the skills, we don't have all the abilities or the qualities for something, perhaps for a project or something, but we have something that we can contribute, and other people will provide the things that we can't. And it's okay to not be able to provide certain things, because that's for somebody else to provide. Probably what you have to give is what you're here for, and that's what you should concentrate on, but with a view not to seeing how it fits in with other people's contributions. So there is a kind of a linking up with others' contributions. So it's not just a case of just doing your thing and hoping for the best, separately. There is an amount of consultation and cooperation, communication with others to ensure that what you do contribute and the way you contribute it, the style, the manner, and how much, how little, in what way, in what place, fits in with what everybody else is doing. That's where it needs to be coordinated. So it needs to be coordinated, communicated, and and when that's done and contributed, obviously all the C's there, and when that happens, that's when things can be made a reality. And what the goal, this is about a shared common goal that we're all bringing something towards achieving. So this could be, is there something in a community, in a group, a team, a group of people, say at work or in another group setting, what role do you bring? What do you bring to the table that's going to be useful in this particular endeavor that's going on at the moment? That's what it's asking us to think about. For those of us that aren't currently involved in anything like that, is there anything we can get involved in if we're not currently? And if we're still unsure about that, then at least we can work on and become more aware of our qualities, skills. It's not just sort of academic skills or professional skills. It's other skills as well, that we can bring, things that we are good at doing, and also qualities of ourselves as people. I mean, for instance, are we good at listening to people? Are we good at listening? So maybe we could be a listening ear in a certain situation, gaining information, listening to people. It could be we're good at writing things, so we could write something towards the project, do something in to do with communication. If we're good at speaking, communicating in that way, verbally or in writing. We might be in charge of communication dealings with spreading the word about what we're doing, and also communication between the different team members. So even if we're not in this situation, what it's saying is, what's your contribution to the wider scope of things in the world? Even if it's not a particular project or group setting, what in general are you bringing to the world? What is it about you that you bring to the world? Do you know what your strong points are? Do you know what your weak points are? Do you play to your strengths? Are you so focused on your weaknesses you forget to play your strengths? Are there weaknesses you can strengthen? Or are there things that it's just not you? And if you know that, then that's good, because you know that there's no point pursuing that, because what, no matter how much you work on it, that aspect of things is not going to be, that's not you. That doesn't belong to you. That's not your ball game. That's not your thing. That's nothing, so that's someone else's thing. And you can leave that, because that's not what you're here for, and that gives you a peace of mind about that. And don't feel bad that if something is just not you, we can't, no one person can do everything. And that's the point also of this card. No one person can do everything. That's why we need diversity amongst people, of their personalities and skills, to make things flow, to make things work. And that's what this card comes to remind us. And we just need to find where we fit in. Sometimes that's easier said than done. For some people, that can be really difficult to find our place. And that means we become aware of who we are and what our qualities are. So maybe, we've been talking about getting to know our true selves and expressing our true selves. And maybe this is an aspect of it, of learning who we are and what we bring to the world, and how we can contribute to the larger scale of things. So that's maybe what we're thinking about today. So it's a good question to reflect on. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Summer berries. We get a lot of berries and things that come out for the summer berries, summer fruits, to kind of bounty that we get during the summer, and everything's flourishing. Beware of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. You have to let things develop fully. If you try and rush things and do things too early, it doesn't come out quite as nice. Like the berries, you need to give them time to get their sweetness. If you gather them too early, they won't be as sweet as what they would have been if you'd have left them to grow in their due time, to ripen, to become what they're supposed to be. And that's the same for us as well. To become what we're supposed to be takes the right amount of time in order for it to be sweetened. So even our qualities need to be developed and grown at the right pace, at the right time. It's a process that can't be rushed too early, and it doesn't work out so well. But just at the right time, it's sweet like the berries. So that's what that adds to the picture. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 12. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.